Welcome. Welcome to Better Than Burnout. My name is Dr. Irena Danys, and this is one of a series of short programs for exploring practical tools and strategies for developing resilience in the face of all of the demands that normally lead to burnout. As a neurologist and a specialist in sleep medicine, I have been privileged to have a long, a varied, and a wonderful career in medicine. But I have also had the privilege to experience the trials and tribulations that cause mental fatigue, physical exhaustion, demoralization, and the many other things that are associated with the burnout syndrome. I've been personally fortunate in having a long-standing meditation and mindfulness practice and being able to pull out tools and practices to bolster my own resilience. And that's proved to be something that I would like to share with others. Resilience is that ability to rebound from repeated blows that are dealt to a person. It's also that capacity to recuperate even after a prolonged period of stress. Resilience is also the ability to reach inside oneself and to find those places of tranquility and healing even in the midst of chaos. So, in the spirit of sharing some of these tools and strategies with you, along with the science that supports training the mind so that you can consider exploring it with yourself and perhaps sharing it with others, let's consider what is better than burnout. Well, one of the things that's better than burnout in my mind is a calm, clear, and collected mind. A mind that's not consumed with ruminating about past events, a mind that's not obsessed with anxious thoughts about future things that may or may not happen. In fact, a mind that is completely in the present moment. In 2010, Killingsworth and Gilbert from Harvard published a neat little study in the journal Science that they called "A Wandering Mind is an Unhappy Mind." And in this study, they used a cell phone app that evaluated a very large number of people across many ages and in a number of different countries, including the United States, and asked them several times a day what they were doing, where their mind was, and how happy they were. They discovered that 47% of the time, people's minds were wandering. They also discovered that when their minds were wandering, they were much less happy than when they were fully focused on whatever task they were doing, even if that task was really boring and dull. So, that is something of interest, and needless to say, since 2010, we are all even more distracted and distractible, perhaps even more mind-wandering, and we're certainly, I think, less happy than we were then. So how do we actually calm the mind? Our mind that's so full of information, so many to-do lists, our mind that is, as I said, even more distractible now because that's the world that we live in. Well, if we can focus simply on the present moment, then it can actually be done. We can have that clear and calm mind. But sometimes it's actually really difficult to know how to get to the present moment. So experientially, I'd like to give you a taste of that and invite you to come along with me. So it does sound logical that when we are fully present, we can think more clearly, act more wisely, heal more deeply. But how to pause and drop into that moment? This short practice that I'll invite you to participate if you'd like with me is called a GPS to the present moment. And I thank Beth Mulligan, who's a wonderful meditation teacher and a nurse practitioner, for this practice. So first inviting you, if you happen to be sitting, to find a comfortable and relaxed position that still allows you to stay alert and not fall asleep. If you're walking or doing something, that's fine. You can do this practice actively as well. And inviting you to first explore this present moment through the sense of seeing. Taking a look around at the sights of this particular moment. And inviting you to drop the usual habits of labeling and judging, or even commenting about what you're seeing, but instead just being interested in the seeing. Shapes, colors, textures, light and shadows. Whatever is arriving at your eyes right now. Perhaps you're in a new place, or maybe a very familiar one. Just letting the sights come to your eyes and see what you notice. And now shifting the attention from seeing the present moment to experiencing it through the sense of hearing. If you're sitting down, it might be easier for you to do this with your eyes closed. And if you're moving around, maybe limiting your gaze down to somewhere a few feet in front of you, or at least less distracted. And turning the awareness to the ears and hearing. What are the sounds in this present moment? Again, not needing to label them or like them or dislike them, but just allowing them to fall onto the ears. Soft, loud, high-pitched, coming and going. And when thoughts intrude, as they will, because that is what the mind does, this is not a problem. See if you can simply notice the thoughts or emotions, whatever's coming up for you, and then gently redirect attention to the soundscape, be there sounds or be there silence. And now shifting awareness from hearing the present moment to feeling it, sensing into the whole body, the weight of it, feeling the contact of your body, perhaps with the chair, or feeling the soles of your feet on the floor, perhaps noticing sensations of pressure or support. And then if you like, tuning into sensations in your hands. Do you feel anything here? Pulsing, tingling, coolness, warmth, moisture, or perhaps nothing at all. What's true for you right now as you focus your attention to the sensations in your hands? And again, when the cascade of thoughts is present or when emotions well up, just acknowledging them and without harshness or criticism, instead of following a storyline, just gently bringing back your attention to sensations in the hands or to the sensation of support of the chair or that of your feet touching the floor. And then inviting awareness to open and noticing your body sitting here and noticing that it's a breathing body and noticing the sensation of the breath as it enters and leaves the body. What exactly is that sensation? Where exactly do you feel this breath? Perhaps at the nose? Or maybe more clearly at the chest? Or maybe in the abdomen? Or is it so subtle it's hard to feel? However you feel the breath, it can only happen right now. This breath, this is the present moment. And as you notice thoughts or emotions rising, it's okay. Just being aware, perhaps noting, thinking, and then coming back to the immediate sensations of breathing, wherever you are feeling it most vividly. Feeling the in-breath and the out-breath. And as we prepare to end this meditation, noticing your feet on the floor again, noticing the sounds around you, noticing the breathing, gently opening your eyes if they've been closed, and noticing all of the visual input, enjoying this moment, opening to the whole experience of being here, the sights, the sounds, the breathing, the being. Enjoying whatever peace and tranquility can be found in this present moment. Thank you for joining me in this practice. You can find your way back to the present moment by tuning in to your senses as this look, listen, feel, breathe practice has shown us. Inviting you to try this out for yourself and to come back and to explore with me again next time. What else is better than burnout? Thank you.